Have you ever noticed how your focus just evaporates in the afternoon? Or how some days you can push through any task, while other days, even small challenges feel overwhelming? A huge part of this comes down to what you eat and when you eat it. We often think about productivity in terms of tools, techniques, and willpower. But the fuel for your brain is just as critical, if not more so. Let's talk about how to eat for sustained energy and focus, not just for a short-term sugar rush. Think of your brain's energy like a bank account. Every decision you make, every moment you focus, you're making a withdrawal. Willpower isn't some magical, infinite resource. It's a real, physical state, tied directly to the glucose levels in your brain. When your glucose is low, your self-control falters. You're more likely to get distracted, procrastinate, and make impulsive decisions. This is why that mid-afternoon slump feels so defeating. Your brain is literally running on empty. So, how do we keep that energy account topped up throughout the day? The secret isn't about eating more, it's about eating smarter. The typical cycle for many people is a sugary breakfast, a big, carb-heavy lunch, and then a desperate search for caffeine and snacks around 3 p.m. This creates a roller coaster of energy spikes and crashes. You get a quick burst of focus, followed by a steep drop that leaves you feeling tired and irritable. The key to breaking this cycle is stabilizing your blood sugar. Instead of foods that give you a quick, sharp spike, you want foods that provide a slow, steady release of energy. These are generally foods with a low glycemic index. Don't worry, you don't need to memorize a bunch of charts. The principle is simple. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Think complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, and quality protein. Let's make this practical. For breakfast, instead of a sugary cereal or a plain bagel, try something like oatmeal with berries and nuts, or eggs with whole wheat toast. These options combine fiber, protein, and complex carbs. They'll digest slowly, giving your brain a consistent supply of fuel to start the day strong without the crash a few hours later. You'll notice you can focus longer and you won't be desperately hungry by 10 a.m. Now, let's talk about lunch. A huge plate of pasta or a giant sandwich on white bread might feel satisfying in the moment, but it's a recipe for an afternoon slump. That heavy dose of refined carbohydrates causes a massive insulin spike, which is followed by a rapid drop in blood sugar, leaving you feeling sleepy and unfocused. Instead, aim for a balanced meal. A good model is to fill half your plate with vegetables, a quarter with a lean protein source like chicken, fish, or beans, and a quarter with a complex carbohydrate like quinoa, brown rice, or sweet potato. Adding healthy fats from sources like avocado or olive oil will also help you feel full and satisfied for longer. This kind of meal provides a diverse range of nutrients and a slow, steady release of energy that will carry you through the afternoon. You won't feel that classic post-lunch brain fog. What about snacks? The urge to snack is often your body's signal that your energy is dipping. Instead of reaching for a candy bar or a bag of chips, which will just start the spike and crash cycle all over again, opt for a smart snack. A handful of almonds, a piece of fruit with some Greek yogurt, or even some vegetable sticks with hummus are all fantastic choices. These snacks provide that little boost you need without derailing your energy levels. The goal is to bridge the gap between meals and keep your brain's fuel supply constant. Hydration is another massive piece of this puzzle that often gets overlooked. Even mild dehydration can significantly impair cognitive function, affecting your memory, mood, and ability to concentrate. Your brain is mostly water after all. So, make sure you're drinking water consistently throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. By then, you're already dehydrated. Keep a water bottle on your desk as a constant visual reminder. If you find plain water boring, try infusing it with lemon, cucumber, or mint. Let's connect this back to self-control. As researcher Roy Baumeister explains, willpower is a finite resource that gets depleted. When your glucose is low, you have less mental energy available for executive functions like resisting distractions, managing your emotions, and making thoughtful decisions. So, when you're hungry and your blood sugar is low, you're not just more likely to snap at a coworker, you're also more likely to check social media instead of finishing that report. By keeping your blood sugar stable with smart food choices, You are directly preserving your capacity for self-control and deep focus. You're making it easier for yourself to do the hard, important work. This isn't about a restrictive diet or counting every calorie. It's about being mindful of how food affects your mind. It's a shift in perspective, seeing food not just as something to satisfy hunger, but as a performance tool. It's one of the most powerful and direct ways you can influence your daily productivity and overall well-being. By making small, consistent changes to what and when you eat, you can escape the energy roller coaster and unlock a more stable, sustainable level of focus and mental clarity every single day. Start small. Maybe this week, you just focus on upgrading your breakfast. See how it feels. You might be surprised at the difference it makes. What's the one simple food swap you could make this week to give your brain better fuel? This is Work Smart Studio. Follow for more calm, practical productivity tips and drop your answer in the comments.